The highlights of today's defense news, 19th of December 25. Samtel Avionics raises 75 crore rupees to boost defense, aerospace and UAV capabilities. JSR Dynamics develops new stealth cruise missile for Navy. Natilus marks India foray with new subsidiary Spicejet order for 100 blended wing body jets. MicroGenesis INDIGIS platform selected for DRDO Pralay missile integration in real-time mission planning. Russian Pantsir S-1M emerges as strong contender for Indian Army's futuristic CADET tracked platform program. Government of India plans 20 to 25% defense budget increase for FY27. India signs trade pact with Oman as it expands Middle East ties. Apollo Microsystems arm Ideal Explosives gets industrial license to manufacture HMX and TNT. Chief of Army Staff General Dwivedi outlines Ikigai framework to deepen Indo-Pacific land forces cooperation at 3rd Land Forces Summit. India's amgreen and Japan's Mitsui explore potential investment offtake for green aluminium. In the global highlights, US announces $11 billion arms package for Taiwan, the largest ever. Germany signs $2.35 billion armored vehicle deal with Finland's Patria. Ukraine, Germany to build Bodana howitzers with Mercedes-Benz trucks. China starts building nuclear-powered supercarrier. ICI and Rheinmetall win major contract worth billions for space reconnaissance. Ukraine secures German funding for drones and artillery. Ukrainian drones destroy Russian S-400 launchers. The news in detail. Samtel Avionics has raised 75 crore rupees from True North Private Credit to fund growth and expansion. The deal also carries a green shoe option of rupees 140 crores for additional funding as the company scales up. The capital will be deployed to accelerate research and development, expand manufacturing capacity, and drive adoption of advanced indigenous technologies for mission-critical applications. Gurgaon-based Samtel Avionics, part of the 50-year-old Samtel Group, supplies advanced and rugged electronic systems for the defense, aerospace, and railway sectors. It has integrated capabilities covering design, development, manufacturing, testing, and life cycle support for mission-critical platforms. The company is also widening its portfolio to include UAV and satellite systems to cater to future defense and aerospace requirements. JSR Dynamics has developed a groundbreaking indigenous stealth cruise missile system known as the LRP-2GM or Long Range Powered Precision Guided Munition. This advanced weapon was recently showcased to the Indian Navy as a versatile precision strike platform. JSR Dynamics presented its LRP-2GM lightweight stealth cruise missile to the Indian Navy as a ground and ship-launched precision strike system. The 400-kilogram class missile uses a turbojet engine and combines inertial navigation with jamming-resistant satellite guidance and EOIR or passive homing terminal seekers. MicroGenesis TechSoft has announced a landmark achievement with its INDIGIS geospatial platform being selected for integration into DRDO Pralay quasi-ballistic missile system. This integration will facilitate real-time mission planning and launcher visualization, underscoring India's drive towards technological self-reliance in defense software. The strategic choice of INDIGIS equips missile battery commanders with a secure, offline capable digital mapping environment. It enables visualization of launcher positions, missile types, real-time range rings, no escape zones, and other vital spatial data. Such capabilities are indispensable for precise mission planning in high-stake operations. This implementation supplants previously licensed foreign GIS engines, fulfilling DRDO's directive for a wholly indigenous sovereign system. By eliminating external dependencies, INDIGIS mitigates cybersecurity risk and bolsters national security in sensitive defense applications. Originally developed by DRDO's Center for Artificial Intelligence and Robotics, INDIGIS was transferred to MicroGenesis under a commercial technology transfer agreement. MicroGenesis then tailored the platform to meet the Pralay system's specific operational demands, demonstrating seamless collaboration between public research and private enterprise. A word about MicroGenesis. It is a premier digital transformation firm empowering enterprises worldwide to enhance operational efficiency, accelerate growth, and drive innovation. The Government of India is considering a 20 to 25% increase in the defense budget, and the Defense Ministry has already sent its plans for the Union Budget 2026-27. The ministry has asked for much higher spending than before. The government plans to use this money for modern weapons, better capacity, and more Indian made defense products. The government plans to change how defense manufacturing and buying works. According to sources, the government may simplify defense acquisition rules. This step may reduce delays and make work faster. It may also encourage more private companies to enter the defense sector. The Defense Ministry has also asked for much higher spending on defense research and development. Spending on defense R&D may increase to around 35,000 to 40,000 crore rupees. Right now, the amount stays near 27,000 crores. The government wants to support new ideas and advanced technology. It also plans to give more policy and financial help to defense research projects. India signed an economic partnership agreement with Oman to boost bilateral trade and investment as it seeks to expand Middle East ties and diversify trade to beat steep US tariffs. Oman has offered zero duty access on over 98% of its tariff lines, covering nearly all Indian exports, including gems and jewelry and textiles. India, in turn, will cut tariffs on about 78% of its tariff lines, covering nearly 95% of imports from Oman by value. India and Oman have annual trade of more than $10 billion. The relationship is important for India as the Gulf nation is a gateway to the narrow Strait of Hormuz between Oman and Iran, a major transit point for global oil shipments. Ideal Explosives, step-down subsidiary of Apollo Microsystems, has secured an industrial license to manufacture high-energy explosives HMX and TNT. Major highlights are the license granted under the Industries Development and Regulation Act 1951. Products are HMX capacity of 50 MTPA and TNT capacity of 500 MTPA. Approval confirmed on 19th of December 25. It supports India's self-reliance initiative by enabling indigenous production of critical defense materials. India has historically imported large volumes of high-energy explosives. Domestic production reduces dependency and strengthens supply chain security. HMX and TNT are essential for missiles, warheads, and artillery shells, making this license strategically vital for the armed forces. Opens opportunities in international defense markets, especially for countries seeking reliable suppliers of grade explosives. This also enhances Apollo Microsystems portfolio beyond electronics and defense systems into core energetic materials manufacturing. The Chief of Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi, addressed the third Land Forces Summit hosted by the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force, where he outlined the Ikigai framework as a roadmap for enhancing land power cooperation among Indo-Pacific nations. According to the chief, the Ikigai framework comprises six key pillars: I denoting interoperability and information sharing, K denoting knowledge and professional military education, I denoting international humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, G denoting generative technological partnerships, A denoting assurance for security partnerships, and I denoting integrated logistics and sustainment. He also highlighted three key pillars of convergence essential for effective cooperation, shared diagnosis, shared principles, and shared actions. He further emphasized that the Ikigai framework reflects a shared purpose among Indo Pacific nations to harness collective land power to support regional peace, stability, and prosperity. According to the government of Japan, the word Ikigai refers to a passion that brings value and joy to life. India's amgreen and Japan's Mitsui and Kohev signed a non-binding agreement to explore a potential investment in the former's green aluminium business. Amgreen, backed by the founders of clean energy firm Grenco Group, is building a 1 million ton per annum aluminium smelter and a 2 MTPA aluminium refinery, both of which will be powered by solar, wind, and hydropower to produce green aluminium. The partnership will explore an equity investment in Amgreen's clean metals value chain by Mitsui, as well as an offtake agreement for low carbon aluminium. The companies did not provide details on the investment. Aluminium is one of the most polluting non-ferrous metals to make, as its production is mostly powered by coal. Amgreen says the upcoming integrated green aluminium facility, with the smelter set to be located in Andhra Pradesh, would be the first of its kind globally. Now, the global news. US announced a $11.1 billion in arms sale to Taiwan, the largest ever US weapons package for the island, which is under increasingly military pressure from China. The Taiwan's arms sale announcement is the second under US President Donald Trump's current administration and comes as Beijing ramps up its military and diplomatic pressure against Taiwan, whose government rejects Beijing's sovereignty claims. The major highlights of this are the largest US arms package for Taiwan, includes HIMARS, howitzers, and drones. Taiwan aims for asymmetric warfare with US support. US Taiwan arms sales strain US China relations. Taiwan plans $40 billion in extra defense spending. Germany has signed a procurement contract worth 2 billion euros or $2.35 billion for armored vehicles with Finnish defense company Patria. The contracts include firm orders exceeding 1 billion euros and options for up to 876 armored vehicles. Deliveries are scheduled to start in 2026 and locally produced vehicles will follow in 2027 through partnerships with German companies FFG, JWT, and KNDS. Patria is 50.1% owned by the Finnish state, with the remaining 49.9% held by Norway's Kongsberg Gruppen. Satellite imagery analyzed by a Japanese think tank suggests China may have begun building its first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier at a shipyard in Dalian. Researchers identified structural frames consistent with reactor containment vessels that were not seen during construction of China's conventionally powered carriers. Infrastructure expansion is underway at the Chinese Navy's base in Qingdao, Shandong province, which currently serves as the home port for the carrier Liaoning. According to the analysis, construction is ongoing at the naval base, including the expansion of piers and the building of demagnetization facilities designed to reduce a ship's magnetic signature. The Federal Office of Bundeshwar Equipment, Information Technology and In-Service Support has commissioned Rheinmetall ICE Space Solutions to supply the German armed forces with space-based reconnaissance data via exclusive access to a synthetic aperture radar satellite constellation. To deliver this capability, Rheinmetall has partnered with ICE, the world's leading manufacturer and operator of synthetic aperture radar satellites, to establish Rheinmetall ICE Space Solutions. Based in Neuss, the joint venture will provide a high volume of SAR images via its exclusive constellation, offering a comprehensive service solution that includes full operations, ground station management, and AI-driven image evaluation. The satellite constellation remains the property of Rheinmetall ICE Space Solutions. The current contract is valued at around 1.7 billion euros. Further, an extension option is part of the contract. The space-based reconnaissance data will be used primarily to protect the Lithuania Brigade and secure NATO's eastern flank. Ukraine signed defense agreements with German partners worth over $1.2 billion, including artillery production, drones, air defense support, and electronic warfare systems. Germany committed $13.5 billion in military support for Ukraine's next year following arrangements between the two governments. Long-term deliveries of spare parts for Ukraine's Patriot air defense systems. Procurement of Ukraine-made uncrewed aerial vehicles. Germany will purchase Ukrainian drones worth 200 million euros. Agreement includes joint production of Ukrainian Linza drones. These systems will be produced through cooperation between Ukrainian company Frontline Robotics and German company Quantum Systems under the Build with Ukraine initiative. The largest single project announced under the package concerns artillery production. Ukraine and Germany have agreed on a program to manufacture 200 Bodana self-propelled howitzers mounted on a new Zetros chassis. The total value of the project is 750 million euros. In addition, contracts were signed to ensure uninterrupted deliveries of new electronic warfare systems at the tactical level. The air defense component remains the central focus of Ukraine's request to partner as Russia continues to rely on missile and drone strikes against infrastructure and population centers. The delivery of additional Patriot and IRIS-T systems is intended to expand layered air defense coverage and reduce pressure on existing batteries. From the war zone, Ukrainian strike drones destroyed two Russian S-400 air defense launchers with ammunition in Russia's Belgorod region on 14th of December, according to Ukraine's General Staff. The attack targeted a moving S-400 unit operated by Russia's 568th Anti-Aircraft Missile Regiment near Verkhny Olshanets, about 50 kilometers from the border. The strike was carried out by operators of strike drones from the 15th Separate Artillery Reconnaissance Brigade, known as Black Forest. According to data released by the Ukrainian General Staff, the attack resulted in the destruction of two launchers belonging to the S-400 Triumph air defense system along with their associated ammunition. Ukrainian Security Service said long-range drones struck Russian air defense systems and a MiG-31 interceptor at the Belbek air base in occupied Crimea. The SBU reported damage to Nebo SVU radars, an S-400 fire control radar, a Pantsir S-2 system, and a MiG-31 aircraft, with total losses estimated in the hundreds of millions of dollars. That's the news for today. We hope you have enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you.